Jewish law originates what took place over 3,300 years ago. The greatest revelation that was ever experienced was the revelation of Sinai, where God revealed himself to the entire Jewish nation. We're speaking about several million Jews, men, women, and children, experienced the same revelation and heard God saying the Ten Commandments. In matter of fact, the Jewish religion, that is based on first-hand experience of millions of people, is the only religion that has this historical fact that was handed down without any change throughout the generations, that God revealed himself to everyone, not to one person, not to Moses, everyone heard and saw the same exact thing and had the same experience. And therefore, our religion is based on a fact that millions of Jews witnessed and heard God speaking to them. And there's nothing more powerful than a first-hand experience. And then God said in front of all the Jews, "You, Moses, remain on the mountain, and I will teach you the rest." And Moses remained on the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights and had a crash course on the entire Jewish religion, all the commandments that are 613 commandments, including all the oral information that is later recorded throughout the ages, were all given at Sinai. There was never a time that God taught a commandment to Moshe where he did not teach at the same time the oral information, the details, and everything that needs to be known of how to practice Jewish law. So in that case, Jewish law is really called Torah. Torah is not only information of commandments and details. Torah means it had to come from Sinai, from when God taught Moshe all the principles and all the codes of how we could deduce from different sentences in the Torah, of how we could deduce all the different laws and details that ever will come up. And therefore, the word Torah really means something that is based on the teachings of what God said and taught Moshe at Mount Sinai. And therefore, one who knows what those laws and what those oral information was and has all of this information together, takes these same laws and principles, and you could adapt them to any modern issue. Till this day, we have new different kind of technology. We have new findings. Everything we could learn and know how to deal with this based on the oral information that was handed down from generation to generation, eventually written down and recorded, where we have the Mishnah and later the Talmud and later those who codified Jewish law, but all of it has to be based on all the principles that were taught and given at Sinai. So the pursuit of Jewish law is not only the understanding of the law, understanding and having a good grip of what the law says, but the pursuit is for the truth, to find out what was and what is God's will. And the only way to know how we should live is only by learning and studying of what was the will of God that He informed Moshe to reveal to all the Jewish people. The word Torah has another meaning. Torah means lesson, lessons in life, a way of life. It is different than any kind of law that we are familiar with, where one has an option to follow it or not to follow it. However, Torah dictates our life. Torah doesn't suggest if you do this, you will be a good person. If God forbid you don't follow, you'll be missing something in your life. Torah dictates our lives because Torah is to teach us what does God want us to do and how He wants us to behave. Understanding that, Maimonides, who lived over 870 years ago, codified Jewish law in the most remarkable way. No one ever, from Moses till Maimonides, who his name was also Moses, in the olden days people were called the son of so-and-so. So we call Maimonides because Moshe, the Rambam, his name was Moshe, the son of Maimon. Maimonides codified Jewish law, where he included every law that's in the Torah, even the laws that are not now being observed because we don't have a holy temple and we don't have all the things that we need to act out those commandments. Maimonides wrote a complete set of laws in incredible order, and he is the only one that we have up to date who took the entire Bible, the entire 5 books of Moses, and he brought all the oral information, everything that you need to know for any time, and also including the time of when Mashiach will come and build the Holy Temple. And he covers each and every detail. In matter of fact, he wrote that a person could just learn the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, and then learn all of his work, and you will know everything you need to know in Jewish law. And Maimonides begins his Rambam, Yad HaChazaka, Mishnah Torah. He begins by stating that the foundation of all foundations, the pillar of all wisdom, is to understand and to believe in God's existence. In other words, the first thing you need to know about Jewish law is what is God, and that there is a God, and He gave us commandments, and we are to listen